If you are just emailing a JPEG image of a logo to your client, please stop. Hi guys, welcome back to another HanSelah video. I've been freelancing for about 3 years now, and I thought it would be cool to make a video on all the things that I've kind of learned, or tips and tricks and pieces of advice that can probably help you in your freelance journey. Having worked in an agency and then moving into freelance was really nerve-wracking, but at the same time it was also exciting. I had a lot of freedom, I have a lot of flexibility, but with that comes a lot more stress when I was starting out, because you no longer have that constant stream of income coming in. So when I was first starting out as a freelancer, income was quite sporadic. Sometimes you had clients, sometimes you didn't have clients, and some months you were doing great and then other times you were just like scraping by, which obviously adds a lot of stress, especially when you're trying to run a business and network and find new clients and still have a personal life. But here are some tips and small pieces of advice that I think will be helpful for you to know. Tip number 1 is make sure that you have a certain amount of savings saved up for the months that you have less clients or less income coming in. I try to keep like 2 months worth of like salary in savings, just in case I have a low month. Obviously sometimes you dip and sometimes you have more, so it really depends, but if you can try to keep some savings behind, it'll just help keep the stress to a low in the months that you don't have many clients. This brings me to tip number 2, which is bookkeeping. Now, nobody loves maths or numbers or stuff to do with income and whatnot, money stuff, but it is so important to keep track of all of your business income and business expenses. I don't use anything fancy. I literally use Notion, and I've set out like an Excel spreadsheet vibe. I just have like a database with all my numbers, and everything that has to do with my business goes in there. Now, still talking about money, tip number 3, which is very important, I set up a Wise bank account to accept money from my international clients. And this way I can accept money from all over the globe at a really low cost. The fees to send money and accept money on Wise are practically non-existent. It's free to create a bank account, you don't pay monthly fees, you only pay if you want to get the debit card delivered to you, like the actual physical debit card. But if you click the link in my bio, you can actually receive a free debit card from Wise. And as I said, it's free to set up an account, so yeah, you'll get a free bank card from me if you use my link. I've been using them for a while now and I've had no issues at all. The interface is really easy to use, so I highly recommend them, especially if you're dealing with international clients. But also just to keep your business income in a separate bank account, it's also great for that. Moving on to advice about finding new clients. Post your stuff online. Find a social media platform that you like and just post your work on there. For me, I posted a lot of work on Instagram. That's where I received a lot of my clients, especially for illustration. And then I started posting on YouTube, and I actually received recently in the last couple of months quite a few international clients from YouTube. They would find me on YouTube, they would go onto my website, and then they would reach out to me on my website. I have a video about my brand identity process that I posted like a few months back. I'll pop it up here, and I got quite a few clients from that video, so that was a really good confidence boost, and it really helped with expanding my network and my clientele from an international level. The 5th piece of advice, again, this has got to do with finding new clients and networking, is to set up a LinkedIn account. I would say it's very important to have a LinkedIn profile. I use the free LinkedIn. You absolutely do not need to use the premium version, but LinkedIn is a great place to network, to find other freelancers, to find lots of freelance contracts and jobs. You know, people are often posting there and listing them, so you can see a lot of job offers, and it's also cool because you get to read like the job descriptions and all that sort of stuff, so it's really cool. Now lastly, the last piece of advice has got something to do with presenting your work to your clients. Now, this is so important. The way that you present your work to your clients can literally make or break the experience that they have. If you are just emailing a JPEG image of a logo to your client, please stop. I think I might actually do a video on this, like on how I present work to clients, like the presentation that I use. But you should always create a personalized client presentation and pop all of their brand assets, whether that be logo, a pattern, a t-shirt design, a shopping bag, a business card, like stationery, anything like that. Whatever that design is, you should be mocking up that design so the client can actually see what it looks like in situation. And then you take all of those mockups and you pop them into a beautiful presentation that has been beautifully designed. The presentation of your work should be considered. You're not just presenting a logo, you're presenting a lifestyle. You are embodying the client's designs into a full-on experience for them. Now, there are tons of free mockups that you can find online. I personally use Envato Elements, which is a paid platform, but I have access to graphic templates and fonts and stock photos, stock videos, music, 3D assets, like you name it. So I do have an Envato Elements subscription that I pay for, but for me it's worth literally every penny because it's definitely something that has upped my presentation game, and I no longer have to search the web for good mockups. Like, there are high quality, beautiful mockups right there on one platform. So if you want to check out Envato Elements, I've also left their link in my bio just so you can see what they're about. And that brings us to the end of the video with our 6 little tidbits of advice or pieces of info that I really truly believe that will help you just take your business to the next level and help with your own freelance stuff. If you have any questions, I'd love to answer them, pop them in the comments, or if you want me to make a specific video about something in particular or expand on something, again, just drop it in the comments, let me know. I hope you guys have a lovely day wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you soon. Bye.